Oh. Hi. Everyone naps with their new art supplies. Right? G'day art adventurers, welcome to my August Paletteful Packs. It's an excitingly heavy one this month, so without further ado, let's dive into it. And I'm going to look at them one by one this month. Ooh, I think I hear pencils! Ooh, it's a Woodless pencil set. Let's see. It looks like, yeah, I've got a broken tip from mine. That's alright considering all the things that have shipped to me over the years. It looks like 2B, 2B, 4B, 4B, 6B, and 6B. So yeah, I'm really happy about this one. Ah, so exciting! Okay, next up we've got... oh, Paletteful Packs branded merch! We've got a pencil case. Look how cool this looks. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder if it's their like birthday or something. Like Art Snacks does something special for their birthday. Oh, it's a green felt. It's pretty. I think it'll get messed up if it travels in my sorts of bags because of the feltiness of it. And I throw so much junk in my bags. So this one might be a stay on my desk sort of pencil case, which is totally fine by me. I love the little strap. Zipper works great. A+ job, Paletteful. Next, I can feel lots of things. We have a Wolf's Carbon Royal Sovereign bee. I've never heard of this brand, so I'm excited to try something new. It has a finished wood grain. Pretty. A General's drafting pencil. I think we received one previously. I don't know if it's a do-over from Paletteful or from Art Snacks though. But I watched the unboxing of many videos when that one came out. Maybe it was an Art Snacks and everyone was calling it a drawing pencil in the US. Drafting is spelt this way originally in the UK, even though UK and Australian people don't use this spelling anymore. Okay. Ooh, a Stabilo Aquarelle pencil. This is exciting. I've wanted these and I haven't tried a Stabilo before. There's so many things. Okay, a 6B Wolf's Royal Sovereign. Okay, another Wolf's, it's a 4B. A General's Extra Black Layout pencil. Another Wolf's, this one is a 2B. Doing it this way is tricky. Okay. We've got some blending stumps. We've had them before. I've probably got enough of them to be honest, but if you don't have any, that's cool. Got lots of noodles, green noodles coming out. Billow. Okay, lots of them. The camera doesn't like this at all. We have a menu, which I'll put aside and not look at. Ooh, Kneaded Eraser. I needed a new one. A little mini one from Faber-Castell. I really like the Faber-Castell one that comes in the container, so I would have liked that one, but still, I'm totally not going to complain about a Kneaded Eraser. I really needed one. And a normal eraser. I got a whole bunch of them when I lived in Japan, but I lose them sometimes, and it's always good to have another one. It's a Staedtler. Another Staedtler. It's an art eraser. It's black. And maybe that's it. My feedback was that it'd be great to have some Derwent colored pencils rather than graphite stuff, but still, pencils are fun to play with, and I feel paper. We have more B Company products, which I'm excited to try out. This is stipple texture paper, which you can see the stipple art here, but I don't know what that means. Oh, it's got the feels. Can I show you up close? I think maybe. Wow, this is a really interesting surface. I'm excited about this box just for this surface alone. Alright, and the final thing is the menu for this month. It is Pencil Palooza for August 2019. We've got Wolf's Carbon Pencils, Art Alternatives Woodless Graphite Set, Stabilo Multi-Surface Graphite Pencil, General's Layout Pencil Extra Black, General's Drafting Pencil, Stipple Textured Paper, and drawing accessories with blending stumps, kneaded eraser, plastic black eraser, and a Paletteful Packs pencil case. Woohoo! Oh, and the prompts for this month are Week 1, Still Life, Week 2, Heroes and Villains, Week 3, The Year 3000, Week 4, Summer. Props to whoever comes up with the powerful prompts because they always interest me, or most of them interest me. And I think that there's something in there for pretty much everyone. Okay, we finally have reached the end of this Paletteful for August. I'm excited to get my first impressions and swatches of these materials down, so let's go on an art adventure. Our first item is the Wolf's Creek Carbon Pencils. We're receiving B, 2B, 4B, and 6B this month. Let's swatch them. Wolf's. Wow, such a strange surface. Wolf's Creek? Wolf's Creek, that horror movie from Australia. Hopefully this isn't going to turn into a horror movie. For me, I can't see much difference between the darkness of them, but maybe I'm doing something wrong or I'm not used to this paper. But with the second layer especially, they seem fairly similar to me. The 6B and B have a noticeable difference, I suppose. Our second item is the Art Alternatives Woodless Graphite Set. I'm enjoying the feel of these already on this paper. I think instead of so many graphite pencils, I really would have loved some color pencils. I'm just much more of a color pencil fan though. And I just feel like it's overdue for some really nice color pencils in a Paletteful Packs set. Our third item is the Stabilo Multipurpose Graphite Pencil. So let's try out this water solubility. And it does seem to dissolve very nicely. Item 4, the General's Layout Extra Black Pencil. My first impression is that this does not seem so extra black to me. It's said to be equivalent to a 6B on the menu, excellent for art, shading, and layout work. For item 5, we have the General's Drafting Pencil. It feels like a HB or B pencil. The next item is this paper itself, the stipple paper. I am interested to see what happens with markers and or colored pencils and things on it. Well, let's try a marker really quickly, even though it's not in the box. I have a Touch 5 marker in mint green light here, which is probably not light at all. You can get quite a nice tone of color, and the texture of the paper is really quite interesting. Some drawing accessories, some blending stumps, the kneaded eraser. That's smoothing out really well. These art alternative ones are quite nice. This one's working fairly well as well for the Wolf's Carbon, but not quite as easy or nice as the Art Alternatives Woodless set. We've got the extra black. That smooths out pretty well as well. We've got the drafting pencil. Yeah, they're all going to smooth out fairly well. Then for a kneaded eraser. A kneaded eraser is a soft eraser that you can use to lighten up or fully erase or get some fine points of erasing down by changing the shape and just dabbing down with it or running over it. So you can dab down and pick some of the graphite up or rock over it quite firmly and lighten up the graphite quite significantly. Then you're going to have some graphite transfer over to the kneaded eraser, and to clean it, you just keep stretching and pulling at the kneaded eraser until that graphite seems to kind of disappear into it. After a long time of using it, it's going to become very dark and dirty, and eventually you do need to replace it.
So we can finally get onto the art now. You can see a little figurine there. I picked that up at the Tokyo flea market at Oikeibajomai. If you're living in Japan or Tokyo or you're visiting to there, I highly recommend stopping by. You can get some great deals. This little figurine I picked up for like $1 or so, and there's all sorts of stuff from art supplies, old used art supplies or partly used art supplies, to kimono, to jewelry, to furniture, to just pretty much anything you can think of. Lots of clothes that are recycled or reused as well. So an amazing, massive flea market that I would sometimes go to on weekends. It's on pretty much every Saturday and Sunday these days, I think. For those that aren't in Tokyo or Japan and would like to know about this figurine, he's part of the Ultraman universe. So I'm combining week 1 of Still Life from the Prompts and week 2, Heroes and Villains. And this guy, or girl, or it, is an arthropod-like alien being from the Ultraman universe and one of the Ultraman villains. But who is Ultraman? Well, I only found out about all of this because of the Paletteful Packs this month. I've had this figurine for years and I finally decided to go and research it all. So let me share it with you. So Ultraman is a collective name for all of the different media produced by Tsuburaya Productions. And it debuted in 1966 with Ultra Q and still goes on today. It's all part of the Daikaiju series, which means giant monsters. Ultraman also fits into the Kyodai Hero universe, which means giant hero subgenres of these kinds of shows. So who are these Ultraman or Ultraman? They're a technologically advanced civilization that actually look identical to humans, very conveniently, and they evolved into their current state of being following the activation of the plasma spark, and that replaced their dead sun. Ultraman and his many kin are usually red and silver, although there's all sorts of different color variations, and they have glowing yellow almond-shaped dome eyes. They have all sorts of fighting abilities, including being able to fire energy beams from their hands, and when they cross them, and to be able to fly. And then this whole series became super popular, one of the most popular in this whole Daikaiju phenomenon series, and led to a whole bunch of different TV shows and sequels and movies and manga or comics and toys and all sorts of stuff. It's a massive franchise if you've never heard of it. And another one that's maybe more popular in this whole tokusatsu genre, which means live action filming with special effects, would be the Power Rangers. And then that became adapted into an Americanized version that's really popular worldwide. Also things like Godzilla. So what about this monster that I'm drawing here? It's an alien Bolton. In Japanese, Barutan Seijin. It's an arthropod-like alien from the planet Bolton. They're one of Ultraman's most popular antagonists or villains, and they've tried to attack planet Earth and the Ultras a whole bunch of times. And if I remember it, I'll slide in a little clip of that happening right now, because they're hilarious to me. Hopefully you'll enjoy it too. So getting back to the Paletteful Pack itself and the materials, I've got to say graphite's not the most exciting about materials to me, even though it is a very well-used art supply by many different artists, and there's incredible graphite art out there that I really love watching and looking at, but it's just not something that really excites me. But that said, it was interesting to get back to it and practice it a little bit. I really find it difficult to get deep values, and I don't know what graphite artists do that makes their contrast or value range so strong. I suspect that some of it has to do with maybe photo editing after they've completed their piece, because I was really pressing as hard as I could in some areas with the hardest or darkest of the pencils that I had. I did, however, super love the paper. It is such an interesting surface to work on. It feels gravelly and bumpy. You get some really interesting textures from the graphite work there, and I'm super excited to try things like colored pencils, and you can also use pastels and some other dry media on it. So I'm really grateful to Paletteful Packs for sharing this paper that I'd never heard of with us, and I'm happy to have gotten the box this month just for that alone. I'm interested to know if you guys have ever watched Ultraman or any of these live action sorts of monster TV series before, like Power Rangers, and what your favorite one might be. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, give me a like and subscribe if you haven't. And of course, remember to create more and consume less, and I'll see you guys soon for another art adventure. Take care, folks.